Welcome to this demo on containerizing the Workload Automation Agent and deploying it into a Kubernetes cluster. In this video, we'll walk through the end-to-end workflow, including reviewing the Docker file, building and tagging the Docker image, pushing that image to Artifactory, deploying it inside Kubernetes, creating a Kubernetes service and connecting to the running pod, verifying the agent and running a test job. Let's get started. We'll start by looking at the Docker file, the blueprint that defines everything required to package the Workload Automation Agent into a reusable container. Here's the Docker file we use for this demo. It includes base image, Rocky Linux, environment variables exported for internal setup, a copy instructions. All required setup files are copied from the host machine into a temporary directory inside the container. The package installation, where the Linux utilities are installed using yum to support the agent's runtime. Agent installation, the setup scripts that run inside the container to install the agent. Debugging additions, extra sleep and ls commands help visualize the build steps throughout the demo. The port exposure, which makes the agent port accessible for communication. Entry point, a small loop, while true, do sleep, to keep the container running after the agent starts. Remember that each run instruction creates a new layer, so combining related steps helps keep the image small and efficient. Now that we've reviewed the Docker file, it's time to build the container image. Build the container executing the command. On ARM-based hardware, include the platform. After building, run the container with details such as hostname, port, volume mounts, and environmental variables. The agent installs and remains active through the sleep loop. To confirm the container is running, execute the command. To access the running container, open an interactive shell inside it. Once you are inside the container, check the agent status to ensure that it is running as expected. With the container up, it's time to verify that the agent is recognized by the Workload Automation Manager. Open Agent Inventory. The new agent appears immediately. Performing an update triggers a response, confirming the containerized agent is operational. Before Kubernetes can pull the image, it must be pushed to Artifactory. First, tag the image so it points to the correct Artifactory repository and path. Now, log into Artifactory and authenticate using your Okta credentials or API token. After authentication, push the tagged image to Artifactory. The image will now appear under the support repository in Artifactory. With the image in Artifactory, we can deploy it into Kubernetes. A quick refresher. Control plane manages the cluster. Nodes, worker machines where pods run. Pods, the smallest deployable units, running one or more containers. Here's what the deployment manifest looks like. specifies one replica, pulls the image from Artifactory, sets the memory and CPU limits, defines the agent container port. Now deploy it using the apply command. Once applied, you can check the pod status to confirm that the deployment is running successfully. To open a shell inside the pod, run the execute command. Inside the pod, you can navigate to the agent's log directory to view the logs. You'll see the agent communicating with the Workload Automation Manager. A running pod isn't reachable externally without a service, so we expose it with a node port service. The service manifest defines the key components. Type node port, which makes the pod accessible outside the cluster. A node port, which exposes the agent to external systems. Target port, which maps directly to the agent port inside the pod. A selector matches the labels defined in the deployment. Apply the service using the command. Verify the service to ensure it is active and correctly configured. The node now routes agent traffic correctly from Workload Automation to the pod. In this video, we walked through the full lifecycle of containerizing and deploying the Workload Automation Agent. Reviewed the Docker file, built and ran the Docker image, tagged and pushed it to Artifactory, deployed the agent into Kubernetes, created a node port service for connectivity. This workflow allows customers to run the Workload Automation Agent in scalable, modern, cloud-native environments backed by Kubernetes. Thank you for watching this video.